thank you everybody for tuning into this episode of the tampals The intro was brought to you by Keyshawn. I forgot to add his Instagram shit in the bio. But anyway, today I am here with the one, the only, Andres Work Flounder. Did y'all like that cool camera transition? Because I fucking did. Anyway, I used the same trick that we used in the last podcast when we had Skylar on. I don't know if you watched it.
I probably didn't.
Probably didn't, yeah. We got drunk and smoked cigars. It was a good time.
Yeah. What? No. I did see the one where you're like, I think you were dressed up as Jesus.
Yeah. Do you want to see my Jesus costume?
No.
I didn't think you'd approve of my Jesus costume. Oh wait, this isn't my water. This is my water.
Why do you have two things of?
One's for her, one's for me. Because if she buys one of these for us. Okay, so let's say you and I went camping.
Right.
Right, and I'm like, yeah, this is our water.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, I'm thirsty, and I handed this to you. What would you do?
I probably wouldn't drink it.
Why?
Because that's just me.
You wouldn't drink it?
Mm-mm.
See, she's the same way, bro. She's like, go get a cup, pour it, and I'm like, why? This is a big ass water bottle.
I just don't like sharing. Well, it's not that I don't like sharing. It's just that, boom, you're drinking it, and if some comes back out.
No, yeah. It's not how suction works, my friend.
Well,
if you're drinking out of a straw, yes. But I'm not drinking out of a goddamn straw.
So you're telling me that none.
Okay.
That water that you just drunk.
So look.
Right.
Right. It's all going down.
Okay.
And I'm sucking it down. Well, whenever you suck, your lips go and close. So whenever they close, water's not getting in. Water's not coming out. So you're telling
me that there's nothing on your lips.
Well, yeah, there's water on my lips, but
before you put the water on your lips, what was on your lips?
Air.
Your spit, your saliva, anything,
No, I mean,
and that shit could have gone into the water. And I know it's me being extra, but
and that doesn't happen when you drink out of it?
Just yeah, but that's why I don't like sharing. That's how I like sharing. You know what I mean?
Well, if you would like some water, this one hasn't been drank.
But I mean, it's up to you, But if I give you my water, I'm like, yeah, bro, you can waterfall it.
Yeah,
bro.
Okay, so you would at least waterfall
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But I was gonna say, I was watching this one video where people were like, no. It was on TikTok, and this girl said. Well, she didn't say waterfall, but she said it completely different than waterfall, like air sip. She called it an air sip.
Air sip.
And then everyone was like, what the fuck is an air sip? And then, like, down the comments, it was like, we call it just random bullshit, And I was just like, what the fuck? It's a waterfall. Because the water's falling.
Yeah, the water's falling.
That shit was just funny to me.
Which isn't that... Okay, so I think waterfall and walkie-talkie are two of the most, ill-planned words ever. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, because let's talk walkie-talkie for a second.
Okay.
It's used by the military mostly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what else does the military have? The fucking M16, the AR-15, the fucking Nighthawk, the SR-71 Black Hawk.
Right.
What are we going to call this device? Well, what do you do with it? Well, you could walk and talk with it. Walkie-talkie. Huh? Huh?
That is, yeah.
And then the waterfall.
Well, but I mean, apparently not everybody uses waterfall. They use
but I'm talking about like an actual Niagara
that kind of
Falls.
Makes sense,
Yeah, but water's falling, so let's call it a waterfall.
Well, why else would you what else would you call it?
I don't know, but we don't call a geyser spouting like water spout or water shot. We don't call it that's something dumb. We don't call canyons holes.
You're right. But it's whatever. I just used the word. I didn't make it.
Let's make a word right now. Let's invent a word.
Okay.
Let's do this backwards though. Let's do purpose and then we'll do phonetics. Mm-hmm. Okay. So what was the purpose of our word? Ooh, for gamer rage. Let's make up a word for gamer rage, specifically for when you're mad at a video game. Blopped.
Blopped?
I'm blopped, man.
Why blopped?
Fucking Battlefield's got me so blopped.
Why blopped?
Because, like, you know, it fits that, like why mollywop? Like, when you throw C4, smack someone in the face, and detonate it, like, why is that a mollywop?
Blopped. I'm blopped. I don't like it.
You gave it a shot. You said, Josie goes, I'm blopped.
I don't like it one bit. Fuck. Have you seen that video with the little kids where he's like, it's my friend Justin here. He's, fuck, what did he say?
Cracked at Fortnite.
Cracked.
He's cracked.
Dude, that shit was so funny to me whenever I saw it. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I mean, whenever... Okay, I had this friend group. Alright, it's me.
It's a group of friends, for those of you who don't know.
There you go. It's me, my friend Nito. You remember Nito?
I remember Nito.
Nito and my friend, I think it was Elias. We were in this.
Why? Well, okay, why don't... Okay, I get why you said his name the way you said his name.
In English?
No, in Spanish.
Oh, okay.
But you know that I'm a white guy.
Uh-huh.
So, like if I'm talking to you, you know, about this Hispanic girl, I'm going to be like, yeah, her name's Gabriela. But if I'm talking about Amber, I might be like, her name's Amber. You know, like, I'm not gonna...
I don't know, that happen to me all the time, you know, with white people.
Fair? But, I mean, you know me, bro!
Where they're like, Rapido.
Rapido?
Yeah, like, trying to tell me
Carne
to hurry.
Cancada?
Anyways, bro, you know, instead of,
Yeah.
like, using the word, we would just send an emoji. Like, whenever we would go smash on a chick, we would send the... I picked it out, the moon emoji, or the one with the eyes. I'll show you right now. You can edit it into the video.
I probably won't.
But
I'll just explain it. I don't have that technology yet. I'm... So send that to him right now. Let's see what they say.
I don't even think I have that group chat anymore. I'll send it to Nito. It's the moon emoji, alright? The one that has eyes and he's looking to the side and he's smiling. The full moon. So, just so y'all know. But,
Have you seen that picture of like Tarzan and he's holding that chick? And he's swinging from the vines.
That shit was dumb, bro. People are crazy, man. How they like try to make shit make sense. Like the one with the cholo, and his pants are like around his legs.
Yeah, and it's like they just show it. Yeah. He doesn't have like knees or thighs.
That shit was fucking funny. Hell yeah. Oh, that's the Xbox you were telling me about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you even get online anymore?
Yeah.
You can?
Yeah.
What?
They took the indie store off. So like you can't get Total Miner. You can't get any of those like old indie games.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah. I got super excited. Like whenever she bought it, I'd taken a nap on this couch, and whenever I woke up, she was hooking it all up. And my first thought was like, I need to check something. Like I need to see how much Total Miner is because I'm buying that bitch.
And they don't have it anymore.
Nope, they don't have any of the indie games. They took that entire marketplace off.
Hashtag rip.
Hashtag rip. You can't really whisper.
You can't?
No,
Oh, so they didn't hear me say that.
probably not.
Hashtag rip.
They heard that. Yeah. Eventually, I'm gonna get like clip-in mics.
Oh, have it right here.
Yeah. So that way we just wire you up, and it'll have like a transceiver. So like your recorder will be like right here or something, or you can put it in your pocket or whatever, and it'll transceive automatically to the
The lighting doesn't look too bad on it.
lighting.
Or the camera.
Yeah, it's not.
Like the graphics or whatever.
Yeah, it's not bad. Oh yeah. So what do you think about my new face? I shaved and did something different with my goatee this time. You don't notice what I did with my goatee, do you? Trim my mustache. Remember how it used to
I
come?
was looking at your mustache.
Yeah, remember how you used like the sides used to come way down? to connect it.
I did not notice.
Yeah. It was like the parts I would like bite them.
Oh, I would do that with mine too. Except mine would just go to like right here.
Yeah. Cassie told me I need to start shaving over there on the hardwood.
Why?
So that way we can just sweep it up. And because like it clogged our sink
Oh.
last time I shaved. Because, you know, I let that shit grow out pretty thick before I shave it, you know?
I wish I had a fucking beard like yours. Or a goatee at least.
Goatee, yeah, man. That's nice. I like it.
Well, I would try to grow it out long like that, but it just wouldn't work. So now I'm just trying to keep it short.
See,
and, like,
I mean, you have it, though. What you gotta do, bro, to get, like, a good goatee is, like, you gotta grow it all out. So that way it gets yeah, and then you just here, dude, it's hard, bro. When you're jerking it, bro, you gotta like angle your dick so that way, cause like it's gotta get that air, you know, it's got oxygenating, and it's just got bloop 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 bloop, and then you just rub it in.
Just rub it in till like it has like little bubbles or something.
Yeah, then give it a taste. Make sure it tastes nice and sour.
Yeah, I don't think I would taste it. I'll do the rest, but not taste it.
Would you let a girl shit on your chest?
I think we already talked about this. I'm not sure though. No, I would not let a girl.
People don't typically watch more than 5 minutes of these podcasts, and we're 11 minutes in, so.
Dang, 30 minutes.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, so we're pretty good. Yeah.
Do you try like promoting your own page?
Yeah, so like what I'm gonna do, probably not with this check, but with my next check.
Buy subscribers?
No. I'm gonna buy Google Ads.
Does that even like work?
Yeah.
Whenever you buy subscribers?
Yeah, it works. It's not illegal by any stretch of the means, but like if
are they bots or are they real people?
No, they're bots. What it is it's a program that makes an email account and then it subscribes to you. Makes an email account, subscribes to you. It can do that like X amount of times a second. Oh dear. Keep talking, Andy.
1, 2, 3. Look at me. My name is Andy. Bars. But yeah, I noticed that none of y'all subscribed to my YouTube channel or even like followed my TikTok or social media. Fuck y'all. But
don't fuck my subscribers, Andy.
Fuck them hard, man. Real hard. They're gonna be in a fucking wheelchair whenever I'm done.
Sorry about that. Laptop almost died. Oh yeah.
Peep the shirt though. What y'all think about that?
Y'all at Tom Segura and Your Mom's House podcasts and have them get me on. I don't know what for. Not for nothing. Just for being a fan, I guess. I'm looking at the wrong camera again. Whenever I stream, I use that camera, right? But I used to use the laptop cam. And so I got so used to looking at it. And now I'm like,
I want to stream.
Yeah?
Yeah. What, with my own account?
Honestly, all you need is a...
Remember, I tried it, and like my YouTube wasn't working. Or it wasn't sending me the email to my phone number. Or the code. That's all I needed. Was a code to my phone number. Did not want to work. I even changed my phone number and everything. And it's not it, my guy.
I'd recommend making an all-new email just for YouTube. Because, like, what I do is I have, in my YouTube description, I have, like, my alternate email account in there. So that way if other, like, content creators or anybody wants to get in touch with me, they can. But it's not my, like, professional email, you know, it's not like...
Look at this video I made. It's called Half and Half.
Oh, it's killer music. I can't have music on here. What the fuck are those?
They're real cars. I just made it like smaller. Watch, I'll show you the actual video. This one doesn't have music on it.
Okay, then yeah, you can play it.
So the blue one is a Hellcat. They make 707 horsepower. I don't know whose it is. This yellow car right here is a Toyota Supra. And I think they make high 400, maybe 400. I don't know. I haven't looked into it. But his is tuned and it has an exhaust. Smoke that fucking hard, like a fucking vape. Nah, yeah, his name is Austin Ford. Pretty cool guy. Look, I got caught lacking.
You look like you're stoned. You look like you're just. You look like your dad if he was drunk. That camera. You want me to zoom in on it?
You can try.
Oh boy. Yeah.
You just want me to get closer?
I mean, that's all I can do. That way right there. Oh my god. Sorry guys, I'm currently trying to get this back to scale. But enjoyed looking at Andy's sweet mug. Look at that sweet mug. Such a sweet mug, Andy. If we were gay, I'd kiss you. I see why you don't like being on my podcast anymore.
You're done.
You know what? Little bit. Little bit.
Ow. Nah, but yeah, bro. Fuck with me. You're done.
I'm done? A little bit. Little bit.
Do you know what Mario's last name is?
What?
Mario.
Mario?
That's fucking stupid.
So wait, Luigi's his brother, right?
Yeah.
So is his name Luigi Mario?
Yeah. Proven fact.
Peach Mario.
I don't think she's a Mario because she's
No,
not
but
related to him.
They get married.
Do they?
I think so.
Because I mean, I was looking into it and it said that she was married to. What's his name? Bowser? That's his name, right?
So then Mario's the bad guy.
Well, and there's like different things, you know, universes or realities.
Oh my god, bro. Oh no, you touched weed. Call the priests.
You think I get it?
No.
You don't think so? What if I hit your TV?
I don't think it'll break it.
Nah, yeah, look, I'll show you real quick. This isn't my phone.
What's on my
That
phone?
cheap ass shit, boy.
Cheap ass shit. This is an iPhone 11, homie.
Damn. Little late. Mario's last. Shit's crazy, huh?
It's fucking dumb.
Oh, and I didn't know that Mario and Luigi were twin
Twins?
brothers.
When was the last time you saw a twin that was like 4 inches taller than the other twin?
Never.
You know, people accuse Zach and I of being twins.
Y'all don't even look related.
Nah, but we were the same age and we call each other brother.
Brother. I work with some twins.
Yeah.
They're I forgot the word. They don't look alike at all. Doesn't it start with the F? Fraternal twins? I think so.
I don't know. Are they gay?
No.
So, okay, you know the brothers that wrote The Matrix?
Matrix.
Yeah.
The movie?
Yeah.
I ain't never seen The Matrix. You know they're coming out with a new one though?
Well, you know, okay, so 2 brothers wrote The Matrix.
Oh, okay.
They're both women now. Both of them.
Oh, damn, that's crazy. Have you seen Nacho Libre?
Yeah.
You know Chancho?
No.
The little fat
I
Mexican
haven't
kid?
seen it.
Well, he's like gay. I don't know if he turned into a woman, but he dresses up like a woman and like wears makeup and goes to like drag queen shows and shit. So
Yeah, see, be careful because there's a big difference between drags and trans and gays, and you just categorized all three of them into the same person.
Well, I apologize. I don't know if it's.
No, yeah. Okay, anything we say about anything, if it offends you, it is out of ignorance, not spite, unless it's a joke. Like if I call this guy a faggot, I don't mean you suck cocks. No, I mean like. I don't know. It's like calling him a motherfucker. I don't think he actually fucks moms. You know, I don't think he's a MILF hunter or nothing.
No, yeah, I don't know. Well, that's what I've seen, like on TikTok. It was showing Nacho Libre's cast, the before and after, and it showed the little kid as a little kid, and then the picture for him after was.
Is he hot? Andy, is he hot?
What? No, well,
no, in drag. Is he hot in drag? You don't have to be into it, but like if you saw him dressed up in drag at a bar and you didn't know that there was a dick between them legs, would you go, damn?
No, sir.
No? Are you just saying that because you... I'm gonna hire like a trans person to flirt with you one day. Or no, a drag queen. I'm gonna hire a drag queen to flirt with you.
Well, I'm trying to find the...
And then I'm gonna see if you get down.
This nigga.
What if like that's your thing? Is you're like, I'm not into dudes, but I'm into dudes in drag. Like I like finding out that they have a dick at the end.
Look, well they're saying that this is him.
Okay.
So what would you consider that?
Jewish. That's very Jewish.
See,
look
that's
up
him as a little
Darius Rose. Okay. Chubby kid. Cute kid. And then just total diva.
Total diva.
Did you hear Caitlyn Jenner's running for governor of California?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I don't care about California. I'm into cars, you know, and they're like, they think that they're the best or whatever.
California?
Yeah.
You think that they make the best cars? Or?
Not make the best cars, but like have the best car scene over there.
I mean, they do have a lot of Corvettes, Lambos.
Yeah, that's cool and all, right?
Yeah.
But the state of California is like shutting. Get your cab, bro. Sorry, man.
You just
Sorry
offended
for
all the
being
cat
fucking,
lovers.
Allergic to cats. Get your cat, bro.
Oh my god.
The little nigga just looked at me and then got on me again like, oh, you don't like cats?
The look on your
Alright,
face, bro. I couldn't, dude.
Alright, well, what was I saying?
California is the best car scene.
So, apparently,
Yeah.
right? And then the state of California, they're like making legitly almost everything illegal for them to do to their cars. Like, it has to pass emissions, so like they can't have an exhaust like I do.
Mm-hmm.
They can't have. Really, honestly, anything that looks modified in the engine, they can't have it, or they can't be. They can't be too low, or else it's considered illegal. You know, like same thing here in Texas, but I think Texas gives you like 3 inches, 4 inches of being like low on the truck.
Yeah, because I mean, of course,
like
your shit
cars.
can't like.
Yeah, and in California, I think they said that you have to be like stock ride height. Like they'll give you warnings.
California's a dictatorship, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like they even had this like little mic like this, and like if they stop you, if they think your car's too loud, they'll stop you, and then they'll be like, you can't go past this decimal, or else you know.
But they put that shit like right on your exhaust. Like that's unfair. Like no, get in your car, pull up next to me, roll your windows up, and then do it. Because you're not like the whole point of noise complaints is it bothers people. but nobody's right there on your muffler.
Yeah.
Crank up the Hellcat, son. Crank up the V8.
Nah, but yeah.
Trying to clear out some earwax.
That's why I don't really.
Yeah. But they do have some nice cars.
Yeah, they do have, for sure, they have nice cars over there. But I mean, you can see those cars literally anywhere. Like, I've seen a couple of Lambos here in Lubbock. I've seen McLarens.
2. And I've seen a couple Teslas. Andy, just pick her up and set her on the ground.
No.
She wants in on the podcast. I might have to put her in the room. The way she looks at you. She's just like, you will give me love, human. Alright, be right back.
Oh! Watch, she just dug her nail in me, and you're gonna see how it's gonna turn into a mosquito bite.
Yeah?
Look, it's starting to turn red already. Right, that little dot right there.
I see it. I guess I'm just not a pussy.
Damn, bro. It's starting to itch. But yeah.
So where do you think the best car scene is?
Where?
Yeah.
I mean...
Because New York's got some pretty fucked laws, too.
Yeah, New York, California. Apparently not in Florida. Well, you can do a lot of things in Florida.
You can marry your cousin in Florida. Like, necrophilia is illegal in Florida.
What is?
Necrophilia?
What is that?
Fucking dead bodies.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Like, I could put it in my will that, like, so-and-so is allowed to fornicate with my corpse.
Well, I know that California also, they passed a law to where, like, I think the age of 12 is, like...
But that's, like... That was to match a law, because they have something similar here to the Romeo and Juliet law here in Texas.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, so like, let's say you're 17, right, and you start dating a 15-year-old. Nothing really weird about it, you know, you're 17.
Is that as long as the parents give?
Yeah, well, it's like whenever you turn 18, since you all had known each other previous to you becoming an adult, the relationship's allowed to continue as long as there is no more than a 3-year gap.
Oh, okay.
They had something similar to that. And so the whole 12-year-old thing was just to include the gays. But it's like, find me somebody who's about to turn 18 where it's okay for them to date a 12-year-old.
That still doesn't...
You know, I knew a guy in high school, and I'll say his fucking name, Cody fucking Franklin. Fuck you, you fucking prick. Yeah, he was in 8th grade dating a 5th grader. And then whenever we were seniors, he was dating like an 8th grader. Yeah. It was fucking... I almost got in a fight with him and his brother. And, remember that Native American kid, Noah? He had, like, the scar on his face?
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking that's how I met him. Was they were, like, his brother... I didn't know his brother, but his brother called my name.
Wait, that Native American was the one that was in there?
No.
He was cool as fuck.
Noah?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's cool as shit. No, but I'm chilling with my girlfriend.
Right.
And Noah's... in her friend group, and we're walking to the cafeteria from the new box, and I hear someone call my name from behind me. So I turn around.
Wade Ellis Merica?
No, just Wade.
Oh.
And so I turn around, and I'm like, and I see somebody who shouldn't know me, and I'm like, how do you know my name? And then I see Cody Franklin and my ex-girlfriend's faces behind the glass in the door, and I'm like, oh, okay, let's do this. And so I start walking. Cody opens the door, his brother opens the door, and in my head I'm like, I guess I'm knocking out a pair of brothers. I'm like, I guess I'm beating 2 asses today. And Noah comes up with his belt, and he smacks it, and he taps me on my shoulder, and he's like, let's fuck these kids up. I don't know his name, he doesn't know my name. Right?
The random guy?
Noah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Noah's like, let's fuck these kids up. Clap, clap. And I'm like, all right, bet, let's do this. And then my girlfriend comes and is like, no, like, please don't fight. And I'm like...
Sounds like a movie.
I'm like, y'all bitches lucky. Yeah, but I swear to God, dude, it happened. 100%. I'll bring Noah on the podcast.
Sounds like a
Twilight
movie.
No.
And then, what happened after that?
We went to the cafeteria. We're sitting... Noah and I sit next to each other. I'm like, name's Wade, by the way. You know, we almost just got in a fight. I feel like I should know your name. And he's like, name's Noah. And then Cody's brother, I don't know his name. That's why I'm not saying it. But his brother comes in, and he does that thing where he, like, rolled up his sleeves to try to show his muscles. And Noah just, oh, guys, I got muscles too, guys. I got muscles too. just fucking talking shit to him while he's walking, and he doesn't say shit, doesn't look at us, sits at his table, rolls his sleeves down, and that was that. But
Dang, that's crazy.
but yeah,
Y'all niggas crazy. Y'all niggas wilding out in high school. Back in my day.
Graduated 2 years after I did. Oh wait, no, you didn't.
You're an idiot. I tell you what.
Well, their diploma. I'm kidding. I didn't even get my. I mean, I like graduated, but I never.
I didn't graduate.
Never got my diploma.
What does that know for, bro?
So it was for a class. She had to write like what a successful life meant to her.
And that's all she came up with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she has like she's like a weird thing with death that I'm not gonna get into because it's not it's not my business. But yeah, she's got a weird thing with death. So I don't think her brain would let her go there. To like to say what let's do that. Let's talk about. No.
What about what?
Okay, so like you're about to die, right? What attributes would you have to have accomplished? Not and like these aren't like go to Niagara Falls or anything like that, but like what things would need to be in place for you to say I've lived a successful life?
Okay. I would. Nigga, is that a door? Well, why is there a door right there?
Just changing topics. It's a decoration. It used to be hung up. Like, see where that hole is?
No.
Oh yeah, you're blind.
Oh, that one right there?
Yeah.
Why was it just hanging right
hung
there?
up there? Because it's like where does that door go?
To my room.
But it doesn't. That's not even it's a really fake door.
Honestly, I would, as long as my family's like.
Yeah, as long as the people I love are content, like with what I'm leaving behind.
Well, I want to make sure. See, like, I got offered a job with my friend. I just have to go apply, and I haven't because I've been lacking, and I've been a little bit sick. But
Just keep talking,
oh,
bro.
my fault, bro. Dang.
We can't have any dead space, man. That's why people tune out.
Oh, okay.
If we're just sitting here, nobody wants to watch that.
All right. What was I saying?
I don't know.
I just gotta have. Oh, about the job. They want to start me off at $17 an hour. Working like 12-hour shifts or whatever. And I want to go so I can save up money. I'm only 21, about to be 22. Most people my age, they already have a kid or two, or already living with somebody, and I just want to enjoy my life until I hit probably like 30 or something, and then have a kid. But I want to save up enough to like buy land, and then I also want to become an investor.
Would you let me do shit on your land?
Like what?
Like, okay, one of the things I've always wanted to do is get a car, right? Like an old beat up clunker.
And just like drive it off a hill or something?
No, just fucking like derby it up, and then like okay, let's say we get 2 cars, right? We derby them up, and then like you and Nito, right? Just fucking
like a derby type thing?
Yeah.
In my land?
Yeah, just like in your backyard.
I would allow it as long as people like clean up after.
Well, of course we'll clean up.
Yeah, but like I want to have my own land, and then a lot of people say, like becoming a farmer probably wouldn't be the smartest idea because then
not now.
But I mean, eventually I want to have my own animals or whatever. But I also want to become an investor and like save up enough money and then put it into like a car wash. Why? Because people go wash their cars almost every single day, bro.
Get like a high-end car wash.
I would go to Mighty Wash.
So then why don't you become a franchisee owner? Fuck giving somebody your money and hoping for a return. Why don't you just like buy a franchisee, right? Like buy an In-N-Out franchise,
Right.
Start opening in and outs here or something like
But
that.
that would have to be like a lot more money.
I mean, so would investing and buying, because that what investing is, man, is it's like, okay, so let's say you and I want to buy this controller, but I don't have the money.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, if I get this controller, I can make money off this controller. So I ask you to buy this controller for me.
Mm-hmm.
So you and I are part owners in this controller until I pay you back. So you're already gonna be in the owning. You're already gonna need to like cough up a huge chunk of cash. You know, so why not just be the sole owner? Because then you can sponsor my podcasts.
Yeah, but I mean that's just like a lot more money than.
Just saying.
Than what I would just be putting in as a small investment.
So if you're gonna invest in something, I wouldn't invest in like the oil field.
You wouldn't?
I would.
Oh, you would.
Yeah, because people are, electric cars are making their climb, but they're not. We're always gonna need oil and gas. Like I'm sorry, an electric diesel
does not sound good.
If you could make an electric diesel, and I'm sure the boys over at Tesla could easily wire up an electric motor that could pull way more than the strongest diesel today. But, I don't see that happening. I don't see that being a profitable market for the electric motor companies. So, hop in on that. And dude, with oil field stuff, bro, you're talking serious returns. Let that dip happen. Like buy in at the beginning of an inauguration. So like when Biden came into office, that was the time to buy. And then you hold it. You hold those stocks. And once they start rising, sell that shit. Get out.
But if you like hold it and it goes back down, then you just wait until it goes back
down.
Yeah,
you just wait till it goes back up.
Dang, that's
but
crazy.
like you want it. So like let's say you're here. You bought your stocks here, right? You want it to be above that line before you sell. Because if you sell down here, you're losing money. You sell up here, you're making money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, makes sense, but that's just me. Like.
Yeah, you want to get in a car wash. Yeah.
Or a restaurant, it doesn't matter.
I mean,
something that's
yeah.
like a McDonald's.
As long as you get me sponsorships, I don't care what you do.
That's fine, but I mean, we're talking about me. So.
Yeah, but but I am king of our friend group.
But yeah, bro, that'd be pretty dope.
Yeah, I want to start a dog sanctuary. Like I want to buy like maybe 10 acres and build like maybe a 3,000 square foot or 300,000 square foot fucking like kennel. And then I want to go to like all the dog shelters in Lubbock and say all of them. I want all of them.
I think a person did that, or they always do that. But they're like a little island.
Yeah.
You seen that?
No, but
no?
I believe it.
Oh yeah, it's just like full of fucking dogs. There's like mountains.
Yeah.
You see the clouds from the mountains. They go up there. It's just real cool.
Yeah.
Yes sir, yes sir. But
And Cassie says that we should get them all spayed and neutered.
All animals.
All of our dogs that we get.
Okay.
But
that
Andy, but imagine a sea of puppies. Like, cause I want this thing to be big enough to where I can house at least 1,000 dogs.
Yeah, but I mean that'd be kind of hard, like. Okay, say you start off with 20 dogs.
Yeah, right? And then each one has 6 puppies.
Then that's
120 dogs.
That's.
Or 120 puppies. Now imagine, Andy, you can be vulnerable here. Puppies are the cutest things on the planet, yes?
Oh, for sure. I love dogs.
So now imagine 120 puppies. Just little, floppy ear, can't really walk right puppies running at you. Jumping on you, just wanting your love.
I'd give them my love.
Tell me that wouldn't just melt you to a fucking...
But how am I gonna keep them alive?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No
like,
money.
I'll get sponsorships. I'll have like puppy tours. I'll make videos off of them. And this isn't until like I'm financially stable. I could get a deal with like Pedigree, like they'll sponsor me and send me free puppy food, as long as every podcast I'm like, don't forget to feed your dogs pedigree. Except I don't think I do pedigree. They're not really nice to their animals or with their food. It's like the McDonald's of dog food.
Pedigree.
Yeah.
It's dog food. It's the yellow bag.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I don't be getting the yellow bag. I forgot what I. It's like a maroon color. And it has like apparently barbecue flavor, but it don't taste like barbecue to me.
Do you get that smell whenever you're feeding your dog of the dog food, and you're just like, oh, no. You're like, I really just want to like.
You do?
Yeah, I really want to try.
Oh, dude, I remember this one time when we were younger, and I don't know if it was dog food or you thought it was like tuna.
It was dog food.
And you like put it in the microwave and heat it up.
I thought it was like, what is it called? Like beef tips. You know what I'm talking about?
What did it taste like?
It tasted like dog food.
Did you like it?
No. I took one bite and I knew what it was. And then my mom blamed you.
Me?
Yeah, remember my mom was like, called you in there and was like, talking to you.
About what?
About you eating dog food.
Me?
Yeah, but she thought it was you that ate it. And I was like, well, that is the most racist thing on the planet. Because if Zach was over, she'd be like, who ate the dog food? But you were over and she was like, Andy probably ate the dog food. That poor babe is over there starving. Them tamales just aren't enough to fill that boy.
I'm sick, and I was probably like, nigga, that was not me. That was that nigga.
Bro, so like, you know that stereotype that like white people can't cook chicken, like they don't season their chicken?
That's not true at all. I remember I'd eat your mom's food.
Yeah.
That shit was
I'm like, I grew up and I just did not believe that stereotype at all. I'm like, are you kidding? Like, come eat my mama's chicken. Like, that shit
was amazing.
Yeah.
Now, compared to like Shirley's food to me was below. See, if I'd had to rate it, I'd give your mom like, I don't know, your mom put a lot of like, it was really like the flavor was there. It was real good. Every time she fucking made food, it was amazing.
Yeah.
So I would say your mom is like an 8, and I'm gonna put Robert's grandma as a 10 because it's a grandma. Yeah. You know? But to me, and then Shirley, I'd put her like below 5. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Because I remember she made some brownies. She didn't put. She didn't put something and they tasted so fucking gross.
She didn't put flour. She used something else. And I was like, oh yeah, they're both white powders.
She was like, shit's good, huh? And I was just like,
oh yeah, she's like baking soda. And they were like flaky and like just dry as shit. No, but that's because like Shirley would cook with that like, oh, I'm gonna go to Whole Foods. I'm gonna go to the farmer's market. And my mom was like, how much sugar's in this barbecue sauce? 30? That's not enough. These boys hungry. These boys need to be filled. You know, like Shirley cooked with that like liberal arts status. My mom cooked like she's a Southern woman trying to get herself a black fella.
And she did.
Twice. 3 times.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. One white guy.
Nah, but I've always fucked with your mom. She was cool as fuck.
Yeah.
She kept it.
I want to get her on the podcast.
She would keep it real.
Yeah, I'm just afraid that it'd get too real on the podcast. Because, like, you know, she does this thing where, like, she brings up something bad that she's done, and she wants me to, like, oh, it's okay. But, like, I don't do that anymore. You know, I'm like, well, Mom, like that was an old you, but here's what happened to us because of what you did then. And then she goes, y'all just make it seem like I beat y'all and I starved y'all. And I'm like, well, if you beat us once, that's too much. You know, and it was more than once. If we went one night without eating, that's one night too much for a child. You know, I'm like, you can't sit here and want us to forgive you, but while also taking 50% of the blame. Like, no, Mom, take the 100%. Like, fuck whatever happened to you. Fuck what anybody did to you. These are your actions. You know, own them. Own them. You know, like every time I got caught cheating on a girl. Yeah. Why'd I do it? I don't know. It's horny. You weren't here. We were fighting, whatever. You know.
How many times have you cheated on a girl?
Like on one girl or like
in general?
In total? Man.
I've only cheated once. Man. And I folded so hard.
Man.
I told her the next day. Remember, I even called you and I was like,
yeah.
What do I do? I feel like a horrible person.
My first thing was like, is there any way you can lie your way out of this? Can you lie your way out?
I mean, I could have.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't personally.
I could have, but Zach fucking
told her. Or what?
Yeah. Well, she went to Zach and my friend first, and was like, "Are these real?"
What was it?
Screenshots of me cheating.
But you were just texting, or you went to go fuck her?
Well, okay. Every time I went to go fuck her, with the exception of once. Like, okay, the time she's talking about, the screenshots and all that shit, she called me a piece of shit and told me to leave. What does that mean? We're done. We're over. Goodbye. Well, fuck. I'm a guy, so I'm like, whenever you're going through something traumatic, the first thing you want to do is feel good, even if it's for a second. So dudes fuck, or we drink. If we can't fuck, we go to a bar. You know, I knew where I could fuck, so I went and fucked. That same night, we rekindled things, and you know, it's like I don't count that at all.
Why not, though?
Because okay, so Andy, let's say you and I become partners, and I tell you fuck off, like you're done, you're out, and then you go become partners in another company, and I'm like, I can't believe you would betray this friendship. Like, no, I told you to piss off. Yeah,
but I mean, I would understand why you would feel like that, because I did it just out of like yeah. If I forgot about everything that we've been through.
Yeah, and I understand why she was upset, but I'm like, you can't call it cheating. You can't hold it over my head.
Oh, she called it cheating, but y'all broke up. Then that doesn't.
She said I cheated on her like 4 or 5 times. I'm like, I cheated on you once.
We were broken up the other time.
Yeah, like the other times we were fighting, she would do this thing where she would go walking at like midnight, and I would go chase her down, right? And she'd be yelling at me, screaming at me, crying, and cars would stop and ask if she's okay to her. They thought that I was trying to like
do something to her. Yeah. I mean, that happened to me with Erica one time.
Yeah, I wouldn't use names.
Why not?
I don't know. Because what if she watches and she gets this far and she's like, oh, so he's just gonna say our business?
Well, no, I mean it's whatever, you know.
Yeah. Tis what it is. Sorry, I'm just setting some stuff up.
But what's it called? She had pulled up to my friend's house one time, and she told me to go in her car, and I did, but she was already crying, and like I guess she accidentally honked, but like she honked accidentally 3 times, you know, and then she was like, you know what, just get the fuck out of my car. I got out the car, and I closed the door, and everyone was like, nigga, what were you doing to her? You know, so I know what you mean, cause
it's a shitty feeling. Like, what am I supposed to do? Sit here and like eventually one of these guys are gonna kick my ass, you know? So like, no, fuck you. Like, if you want to go get kidnapped and actually raped, keep walking. You know, if you want to go home and act like an adult, turn around.
Yeah, I let my other ex-girlfriend, you know, she had spent the night. And
is this the chick that like we rode bikes to her house and you left me outside in like 30-degree weather? He said, we're just gonna go talk, it'll be like 5 minutes. It's like 30 degrees outside. An hour and a half later, he's not answering his phone, and I leave, and then I'm halfway home and he goes, where'd you go? Where you at? Motherfucker!
It's so crazy, bro, because like it's so crazy how that stuff happens, you know, like as soon as you're leaving or you're halfway there, then the other person wants to like leave or call you or whatever. That's happened to me multiple times too. But this girl, you know, she decided to do that. She had spent the night. She was like, "Take me home." We were arguing for some reason, and then she had stayed with me the night, and then she didn't want to go home till the next night. I guess basically, yeah. And so I was driving. We were arguing, and then we were in front of a United, and she got out, and I was like, "God damn!" Like it was 11 at night. The streets were empty for some reason, but she got out.
Because it's 11 at night. That's why the streets are empty, bro. It's not New York.
No, I'm saying like, cause now the streets they're not empty until like 2 or 3 in the morning. You know,
yeah.
I don't know why they were empty back then. But fucking, she got out and I started walking behind her. I was like, bro, get in the car. You know, people are gonna think that I'm trying to do something to you. And I would like, I would get near her and then she would just like push me away or something. So then this truck pulled up and he was all like, "Hey, leave her alone." And then I was just like, "It's my girlfriend. She's just acting up."
Fucking. Do you think those guys have ever like stopped and like actually stopped to rape? Like those fucking Captain Save-A-Hos?
Well, I think the reason why he stopped is because I'm 6'1".
Yeah.
And I think she was like 5'3".
I mean, with me and my ex, you know which ex I'm talking about. The one right before.
Oh, okay.
Cassie. Yeah. Like, you know, there was a pretty big size difference between the two of us, and a small part of me is grateful that, you know, somebody would stop and like check on this girl who's like, because if that was me, you know, I would assume the same thing. I'd be like, oh, that guy's trying to kidnap her, you know. And I don't know if I'd stop. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know.
Honestly, I don't know. Unless I see the dude hit her or
Yeah.
like she starts to run.
Yeah,
unless I'll go over.
But like, you know, I've been in that situation. I'm gonna assume the best. You know, I think I'd stop, but I can't say that I would. I've never seen. Bless you.
Okay, say I see that happening, right? And I go over there and he's all like, "It's my girl. She tripping." I'd be like,
I would have to hear it from her.
Yeah, I would be like, well, you know, I don't know, cause say that was me, right? And I'm like, she's tripping, and you know me, I don't do nothing. And she's like, no, he's fucking following me, or like tries to lie, you know.
That's when you get lost. You know, if she tried lying,
and then he beats my ass, and I'm like, then yeah, I would
you
leave
could know.
After that.
Like you could know. Like she turns around and gives you that like I'm scared look, or that like, you know, that like fuck this guy look. You know, like most guys could know. Now, if you're like one of these fucking dip spitting morons that grows cotton out here, I don't think you'll pick up on that look. But you can fight a cornbread fella, Andy. You could beat his ass.
Yeah, but I'm saying like if I was the one that was like pulling up, and I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna let y'all do whatever, but I would like either leave and go back around just to see how it goes, or I would drive off and then just park in the dark to wait and see if they actually. If he's like gonna rape her or something, then he's gonna do it, you know, because he won't see me or whatever. But then that's whenever I go in before.
Yeah, just keys in between your knuckles.
Something.
Dude, if I ever caught like I've whenever I go to work, I still have that like dream state, and like I've had like daydreams where like I go into the bathroom to change, and there's a dude raping a girl. And then it flashes to me in court, and I'm like defending myself, and I'm like, yeah, I intended to kill him. Like, yeah, that's why I kicked my steel toe shoe up against his head, bouncing off the fucking wall. Like, he was raping a girl. Like,
would you go to jail for that?
You could.
For like preventing a rape, or like say he's raping her. And
okay, so like, if you put him in the hospital, no, you probably won't go to jail because it's third-party help. But the thing is, they could charge you with voluntary manslaughter, meaning that you had intent to kill him. And so, but I would for sure, like, admit, yeah, I intended to kill that guy. Like, with every kick, he was still breathing, I kicked harder. Like, I wanted him to stop living. Because, like, if anybody can change. Like, if you murder somebody, depending on the situation, I get it. You know, you can change. But if you are a sex offender, you know, if you ruin somebody's psychological life, you know, to where they can't have a normal life anymore, that you can't go on a date without, you know, making sure your gun's loaded or you have your pepper spray or whatever, you can't go out to a club or go out to dinner without that fear, I don't think you should be alive anymore. I don't think because and Cassie and I had this talk and she was like, well, murders like affect lives like that too, and I'm like, people die, it sucks, but it happens. Nobody has to get raped. Nobody has to get sexually assaulted. So like, and plus, let's say someone's breaking into my house. I won't get racist here, but let's say Keith's breaking into my house, or Rob, and I kill him. Like, yeah.
I don't think you would go to jail for that.
No, not in Texas. In California, you will.
You can. Don't you have to give out a warning shot?
No.
I swear you do.
I mean, you can just scare them, but unless they steal with I think it's like $9,000 worth of stuff, you can't do anything. You can call the cops, but they won't show up.
Or on time.
Yeah. No, not at all.
They won't show up.
They're like, they took your TV. How much was it? Not enough. Click. Unless you can prove that they are trying to kill you, you can't do shit. And how do you prove that with a dead body?
See, and that's what I'm saying.
If you're charging me with a knife, I can't draw my gun and get my shot off before you stab me. Then you have a dead homeowner and a successful thief. Someone breaks into if you're picking my lock, if you're even on my lawn at night looking through my window, I'm not hesitating. I'm putting 6 shots through that window and I'm hitting whatever I can.
Have you seen that video where that dude's trying to break into his house? It's a black guy recording this white dude trying to break into his house.
Mm-hmm.
And he's recording through the little, what are those things called? A peephole. Yeah. He's like, look at this nigga right here. Opens the door. As soon as he opens it, bow! Hits that nigga as hard as he can. Falls on the floor and he's like, oh, my fault, man. I was just trying to unlock your lock so I can go unlock mine.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. He was like, I was trying to figure it out. Yeah.
That shit was so stupid, bro.
One time when I was living over at the Spanish Flair Apartments.
Over there on 66?
Yeah, I remember I had that big-ass sword. I remember,
You don't have those swords no more?
No.
You sold them, or what?
Nah, when I left that apartment, I just left them there. But, it was 11 at night. I had just turned off the gas station. I laid in bed. And I was about to go to sleep. And I heard someone walking up the stairs. And my first thought was oh, that's my neighbor. But my neighbor's a 70-year-old woman. She shouldn't be walking up the stairs at 11 at night. So I go and I peek through the little peephole. And I see this guy. Oh, he was a black fella. Not that it matters. But if he was a white guy, I'd say he was a white guy. Whatever. And I see him look down the stairs, look behind him. And then he grabs my handle and tries to. I hear the door hit the lock hit the wood, And I have that sword in my hand and I pull out the sheath out, and I have it right in between the frame, and I'm about to just open this door and just jab as hard as I could. I was gonna fucking kill that guy.
What if that shit just broke this?
He just snapped. Well, then it's a fist fight, and he's got a piece of metal hanging out of him, so I think I'd still win it.
You were gonna go after his chest or his head?
Whatever I could, bro. But then I thought, I was my girl was in the other room. She was pregnant with my kid, and whenever that happens, bro, you stop seeing people as people. You start seeing them as babies. I don't look at you as Andy anymore. I look at you as a son, as somebody's child.
If I was trying to break in, or I'm in your house and somebody's trying to break in.
Yeah, if you're breaking in from the outside, I'm gonna do my best to deter you from breaking in. But if you're inside my home, I won't hesitate. But in that split moment before I was about to kill this guy, and I was with everything in me, I'm he's trying to get into my home, no. But for a split second, I didn't see him as a burglar or a threat. I saw him as a child, I'm there's a mother who's gonna not have a son anymore, and so I said, I'm calling the fucking cops.
Is that what you told him?
Yeah, I just yelled that as loud as I could, and he ran. He took off and never came back. So, I'm hoping he left, reassessed his life, and now he's doing good. Versus what could have happened that night. he could have died. You know. There was, man. And see, here's the fucked up part. I was a little excited. Because like I've always wanted to know if I could. You know, like, because if the moment ever arises and I hesitate even for a second, I'm dead. You know, so I've always wanted to be like to see if I would hesitate.
Yeah, I feel you. Well, I've never felt that, you know,
Yeah.
but I've
never wanted to end a life. I've wanted to.
Not one bit, but I have. You know, I'm pretty sure everyone's experienced. Like, I wonder what it feels like to be in a major car crash. And I mean, I experienced that. You know, I spun out, hit the wall in the loop, pretty fucking hard. So.
And was it fun?
I know, bro. It was.
Would you ever take a defensive driving course?
No, I mean, I didn't need to.
No, but like just for like a, because like they teach you how to like evade cars. Obviously, like if you're being chased by another car, you know they teach you how to do all that cool stuff. But like you could also like it would teach you like advanced drifting techniques. You know, like aside from just like you turn this way, cut the wheel the other way while alternating on the gas and brake. You know, instead of doing shit like that, it's like if you hit the tire on the curb going this speed at this spot, it'll flip up on two wheels and you can just cruise through that alleyway.
No, but I mean, I was scared because, like, I just got some wheels and I didn't have money for tires. But my friend was like, yo, I got some spare tires I can give you for however much you got. All I had was $40. All right, I'll take the $40. I put them on. He only had two. He gave me two tires. They look brand new. I'm not gonna lie to you, they look fucking brand new. And then I had some used ones, but they're Nittos. And Nittos, they're for like grip and all that shit. So whenever I took it to Jiffy Lube, they put the bad ones in the back and the good ones in the front.
And you have a rear wheel?
Yeah, it's in my EcoBoost Mustang. And I had hit a bump. And then, like, I tried slowing down, and, like, I guess my car... Oh, yeah, I turned it because there was a car right in front of me, and I noticed that I wasn't slowing down. So then I tried turning, but I noticed that my car started, like...
To fishtail?
Yeah, it started going like that. So what you're not supposed to do is slam on your brakes. And what I did was slam on my brakes because, you know, I'm already going 65 miles per hour, and I can't control it. So I panicked. I turned the wheel. I closed my eyes. All I seen was headlights. I closed them again. I saw the wooden rail. Closed them one more time. And I opened them and I saw headlights again. And then boom, just my head smacking against the seat. My arm flying like that because of the fucking airbag. And what fucking like is crazy to me is that the airbag from the steering wheel didn't come out. But all the other airbags came out, and I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, I got out. My car was like, it wasn't on top, but it was like off the ground. So I was scared as fuck. Yeah. So I never want to experience that shit ever again.
The only time I ever came close in the Monty was there was this strip in Clovis where like it was like a 2-lane highway, you know, but it was like nobody ever used it, and we would just drag race, you know, in the little circuit over there. But like it was this dip, right? And you'd race from the top of the dip down to the bottom up to the other top. Well, it was maybe like a quarter mile across.
A quarter?
Yeah, from like to get to the bottom and all the way back up to the top.
Right.
Well, I am just fucking. I had done this like I'd only raced it maybe like 3 or 4 times, and I'm every other time like I was either like okay I'm losing. Or I'm like, oh, I got this in the bag, baby, whoa. But this time, bro, me and this guy just from the jump, just neck and neck. And so we're coming up, bro. I'm doing maybe like 70. He slows down. I don't. And I'm like, why the fuck is he? And I just ramp, bro, maybe like 12 feet in the air. And I'm like, shit. And everything was fine, thankfully, man. But yeah, it was pretty fucking scary.
Nah, yeah, but whenever... Okay, so... My wheel was turned like this. Both of my wheels. And they're like, alright, bro, nothing happened. You just drive home. You know, don't wreck anymore. I turn, and all I hear is like the metal falling. And this wheel's stuck like this, and this one's going like this. So I wasn't taking that bitch home. But then they took it to.
I mean, you just couldn't turn.
I couldn't turn.
Just.
But they took it to a shop, and I looked at the tires. They were made in, I think, 2012.
Damn, there were some old bitches, bro.
They look brand new, but they
don't even make those
shit.
anymore. Get it? Because it's not 2012 anymore.
That's what happened to Paul Walker, actually. Whenever
he had old tires.
He had old tires.
Damn. He wasn't like.
He wasn't even driving.
Yeah, but like they were racing, right?
No, they were just not speeding, but they were like, it was in a Porsche, and I think they were gonna shoot down that street that they're at, and the nigga that was a NASCAR driver, he was speeding, but there was nobody on that road. I think they closed it off, and he was turning, and there's no grip, so bow.
There's this one movie by Quentin Tarantino where there's like this girl on the hood of a car, and she's like holding on and stuff, and he was saying on the Joe Rogan podcast that the girl she was wearing this belt, and there was a steel cable hooked to the belt going through the engine of the car up into the back seat, and there was a guy holding her, like giving her slack when she needed it, holding it taut when she needed it.
Oh, okay, because she was on the hood?
Yeah, because she was on like the hood of the car. And that car was going like 80 miles an hour at some points. And the only thing holding this girl to the hood of that car was this guy. If they had flipped,
she was butt-cheeks.
That girl can't. Where's she gonna go? There's no, like this guy can't let go that line feed through quick enough for her to push herself out of the way. No, she's done. And I'm like, why would you do that? Like, why not just use machines that could keep her safe? Like.
Or just.
Is it a money thing?
What is it? CGI or not CGI? A green screen?
See, but all that shit looks fake. I appreciate the realism. Like that's why I love stunt people getting into acting, like Tom Cruise. Like he does his own stunts. I love that.
I dislike Tom Cruise.
I don't like him as a person, but I appreciate him as an actor.
I appreciate Jackie Chan.
Yeah, I like Jackie Chan too. I don't like how he's a watered down like martial artist now.
Jackie Chan?
Yeah, like whenever he was doing a promo for the Lego movie, and this guy was holding like a plastic, I think they're called krukis. It's like remember what Mortal Kombat, what Melina had? Those like, you have like a long prod and then like two little prods that come off. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he had like a plastic one of those, and he was like, disarm me. And Jackie Chan does all this like, and takes it from him, and I'm like, okay, but he's not, like, I could do that. Like, are you kidding? Like, you're not holding it tight. You're not trying to attack him with it. You're just holding it. And he takes it out of your hand.
I don't know, man.
Like, big fucking
Do you feel like you could beat Jackie Chan up?
No, I couldn't beat Jackie Chan up. I mean, probably now, since he's like 70.
I don't think I could beat him up, period, bro.
But,
I mean that because he's my
But
idol.
if he was trying to attack me, no, I don't think I could beat him up. But, like...
What you're saying is you think you
don't think he could disarm me. That's what I'm saying.
I don't think so.
I'm saying if I had a knife in my hand and I wanted it inside of Jackie Chan,
you would put it inside.
I think it's getting there. Yeah, I don't think he could disarm me. And I'd even like say the same for most martial artists, because like Jocko Willink, you know who he is?
Uh-huh.
He's an ex-Navy SEAL who now teaches like SEAL level self-defense. And a lot of people ask him, like, well, what if somebody has a knife? And he says, the best knife defense that you could ever use is to turn around and run.
Oh.
He's like, if they have a knife, you run. Because the only way to defend it is you're going to get cut. You're going to get stabbed. Something's going to happen to you. There's no way. He's like, you just can't train anybody to be 100%. Like, you can train people to where anytime someone throws a punch, bang. Bang.
Alright, guys, we're going to have to end it right here.
You're cutting it off?
Yeah.
Okay.
I appreciate y'all.
You got to give me some sort of warning, man, because I'm about to cut a promo.
My fault, bro. I got to shit.
Yeah, you're good, bro. Go shit. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of the Tampals podcast. I don't know what number this is, but I will figure out what number this is. I hope you guys had a good time. I hope this last hour and 10 minutes was fun. It's educational. Was enjoyable. He's gonna go take a shit, and I'm gonna beatbox for you guys, like I normally do at the end of these videos.
Sorry.
But yeah. Catch you guys on the flippity flop.